Welcome to the Basement Talks. It's been a while. My name is Scott. That is Barry. Today we have a very special guest who I have really known for a very long time. Her name is Andrea Brown. Andrea, how are you doing?
Doing good.
Good to see you.
Hey, this is kind of a milestone.
What's that?
10th episode, first female guest.
That is correct.
10th episode. We're over 4,000 views, over 150 subscribers, and we're making headway.
We're trying to.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Awesome.
So, man,
Sorry.
there you go.
That's the same. We admonish everyone the same way at the beginning of the show.
It's just awkward to stand here and talk like
It's fine. So, anyhow, how's things been, Barry?
Good. How about you?
I've been doing okay. I just turned 40 years old.
Yeah.
Have you caught that milestone yet?
Oh, yeah.
You have.
Yep. Last December.
Youngster here has not, have you?
I will.
You don't ask a woman's age.
in October,
October.
right behind you.
Yeah. Well, let's hope your kids remember yours.
I'm sure mine will because they're they're
Jack,
geniuses.
they are smart kids.
Yeah.
Jack got me a video game. Sadie drew me a picture, and Quinn got me nothing. And she's the one wanting a
It's
card.
not about
this
the
year.
gifts. It's not about the gifts.
No, it isn't. And you know what? I always tell them I want a handwritten card or something. Just do something like that. Can't pull that off.
The first half of that sentence sounded like Big Gene. You know it isn't.
Isn't that the truth? What are you doing? Oh, anyhow, yeah, that's my big milestone. I turned the big 4-0, and I really don't feel like I'm long for this world. I bet I'll be lucky to have another 10 years. Every day, I said something to Sadie. She's like, "You're getting old," and I said, "I know." I said, "But hey, it's better than the alternative. Every day above the ground is a gift." And she went, "Yep, every day you're not in hell."
She's the one.
She knows
still
you
in
well.
Catholic school.
She's still in Catholic school, yes. Oh, what doctrine are they teaching you? Anyway, so Andrea,
You're supposed to honor thy mother and father.
that's right. Quit. Ever since that episode, we say that at this house all the time. Quit. I'm a tail.
Oh, I just talked to him the other day. I told him I've watched that episode like 10 times, I think.
It is the best. Sam is hysterical.
The laughter in that one was great.
Oh, my throat was sore the next day.
I bet.
And to go on real quick with the birthday, Allie called in a favor, and for my birthday dinner, she had Tony deliver some ribs here. So,
Oh, no kidding.
He's only gotten better.
Talk
over
about
time.
special guests.
I'm telling you, he's only gotten better.
We're getting closer to March.
Yes,
That was the
That's when Jailhouse should be up and running, and it's hilarious. Jack took a big bite of those ribs and he goes, "You know how Michael Jordan was put here to play basketball?" I was like, "Yeah." I think Tony was put here to cook meat. I said something about maybe wanting to get a smoker, and then after having his ribs, I was like, "Why?"
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
anyway, let's get to our guest that we have here today. Is
Yeah.
Miss Andrea Brown. Andrea, I've noticed recently that you are on TikTok and you have your own stuff and you publish your own content there. Is there any kind of message that you're trying to get across with the content you create?
My content is mostly centered around like beauty and fashion and like makeup stuff that you guys probably don't watch much of, but
Don't you pigeonhole me.
What are you trying to say? I mean-
but yeah. So
We
like
could both use a little makeup.
but yeah, so like I feel like the representation of plus size women on the internet is a little mediocre, and I feel like it's also a realm that I could tap into
Absolutely.
and maybe get a good following and make some money.
Yeah, you're very good with the makeup. You look fantastic. You, like,
Yes.
Thank you.
when you say the plus size women are not represented correctly, only thing I know that I could kind of, relate to that is plus size men clothing. It's always terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It's always faded. It's Barry acting like he knows. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I think I'm classified as obese at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
That
What do they how do they portray?
I think they're still using the Chinese standard when they're classifying people in America as obese or not.
Why you so fatty now? You know. How do they portray larger women that you do not like?
Okay, so let's have somebody that is maybe like a size like 10 or 12, and as we know in America, like most women are not 10s or 12s. They're probably, I think the average size in America is a 14, 16. Right. And so I think there could be a lot more women on the internet showing like where they get outfits that fit them well, make them feel comfortable, because just, I would say in the past 15 years, stores selling in store plus size has been relatively new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I grew up like wearing my brother's Jinkos because they were baggy.
Oh, got you.
So, or like wearing my older sister's clothes. She was 5 years older than me, so a lot of her clothes I would steal and wear because, you know, she had the bigger sizes. But, you know, like as I grew up, it was just like, gonna go to Cato and
Yeah,
get a big baggy shirt, you know.
Fashion bug.
Yeah, fashion bug. Yeah. So yeah, so I just think that there could be a lot more inclusivity with the clothing and things in store.
Well, I have noticed over the past, I don't know, decade, there has been like a shift in
It's getting
social media. Yeah, like Ashley Graham and
my
people
God,
like
yeah.
this, and you know, so.
But even Ashley Graham is slimming down now.
Oh, really?
If you,
She's caving.
I've read.
He's heightening.
I've read one of her books, and like her normal size is like a 16, and I think now she's like a 12 and extremely fit, which is wonderful. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like she can still wear like the smaller brands.
Well, I mean, the fact that like people like her stuff that are being represented on magazine covers and stuff like that's a good thing.
I mean, she was one of the pioneers for sure.
Yeah.
Like she definitely helped pave the way for a lot of women.
For sure.
So you're on what social mediums?
TikTok is my largest following.
Okay.
And then Instagram, I've been on Instagram forever. So like most of my Instagram followers are just like friends from college and high school. I don't really have like my social media following on like Facebook and Instagram is mostly like family friends kind of thing, as opposed to my TikTok is actually people who actually want to see the content that I'm creating, not be nosy and check in on my family. Yeah.
And I think probably like, especially on TikTok or whatever, I mean, you may get the people who in the area in which you live to follow you, but I think it's better to have people from across the world's eyes on your TikTok account. You know what I mean? Not necessarily just like, for instance, our podcast, mostly it's people here locally that watch it because it's our friends or whatever. But the fact that you can have eyes from across the world, like see your message is a good thing.
I have a very large Canadian and South African following.
Really?
Whenever
it probably helps that your husband's Chris Brown.
Maybe that's what they think. I don't know.
Right?
People are probably.
Oh yeah.
People probably look at your stuff like your makeup, trying to figure out how to cover bruises. You're like, not that, Chris.
Hey,
she does a good job.
Hey, I'm married to Jennifer Hudson.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So there you
Dream
go.
girls.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever they did the TikTok shutdown, like I had a post go viral in like Canada, and so I gained probably like 7,000 followers in that like 2 days stretch.
Wow. The 51st state.
Yeah, there we go. Our newest
state. Newest one in the union. Hey,
figured I'd befriend them first.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I've looked at your content and I'm subscribed to it and everything, and it's very like, it's where our stuff's very localized, you know.
Yeah, sure. And but we like, we are only doing this because we like to talk to each other and we like to talk to other people. So it's not for monetary gain or anything like that. Now, certainly if that happens, we're not going to turn it down. But I mean, this was just for us, just to sit down and talk. And we had no goals or aspirations of becoming globally famous or anything like that.
We put the ass in aspiration. Now, another thing that you do, I mean, we're not going to go into specifics, of course, but you are a
mammographer.
Where was that during career day?
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I'm a mammographer as well.
We just don't get paid for it.
I was going to be a doctor, but I didn't have the patience.
Oh.
Oh, oh, come on. Don't encourage it. What I have to ask, and the reason that all that came about was you were in a parade one time.
Twice.
As the people from Montgomery say, twice. And you weren't on a float exactly, but what was this thing?
It is the Mammary Mobile, or
And we'll have a picture.
Yeah.
Allie has pictures of it.
the booby train.
It's a golf cart that has a bra on it, and
Two big beach balls.
Yeah.
And this is to encourage women to get their mammograms.
Yes. It's
Sure.
to bring awareness to breast cancer.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What else would make you want to go get a mammogram than a golf cart with two beach balls and a bra?
I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Cruising down Main Street.
Good times.
Speaking of bras, did you ever see back in the 80s when the cars used to have the leather bras on the front? Remember that? Who thought that was a good idea?
My sister had like a LeBaron that was like a LeBaron.
Was it a convertible?
No.
Oh, it wasn't the convertible. Wow, that's almost a
No.
more of a.
Was that the-
us? You guys, it was a Pontiac Sunbird. It was like an,
Oh,
it was an
okay.
86 Sunbird.
I was gonna say if it was a LeBaron, did you check the glove compartment for the pencil?
Yeah.
Seinfeld. Oh.
John Voight's car.
John Voight's
He
John
doesn't
Voight's
spell his name with it. He could have.
Oh gosh.
What was your first car, Andrew?
It was an 86 Ford Ranger that previously was driven by my brother.
So,
So
Yeah.
Run forever with
I
it.
inherited the
That's-
Danger Ranger.
That's the
Awesome.
second time that you've mentioned your brother. I got to tell
Yeah.
you this story. So, he and I were close to the same age. Back in the day, whenever we were youngsters, gas was like what $1.10 or
Yeah.
$1.25 a gallon. So, yeah, so people were always driving around cruising what we called the lap here in town. Okay, so they went all the way from the east side of town all the way to the west side of town, and you would drive around to see which of your friends were out, right? So one of the stops on the lap was what we called the welfare parking lot, and your brother and I and a couple other friends developed a game that we used to play at the welfare parking lot. You know anything about this?
No, I just know the hacky sack game.
Yeah, we played hacky sack occasionally, but this is a game that we developed. You've never heard of this?
What
Okay.
was this?
Okay, it was called trash can ball. We would take the big rusted metal trash can
Yeah.
from the welfare parking lot. We'd put it in the middle of the parking lot, and you had to get a soccer ball into the trash can without using your hands. So it was kind of like soccer,
Oh,
except for you had to put the soccer ball in the trash can.
I thought it was the American Gladiator assault.
It was fun though.
Uh,
That was back in the days when kids actually went out. Like,
right.
see, now you can talk to your friends all on the internet and on your phones and stuff like this. We actually had to go out to find our friends and talk to them and hang out and do things like that. So,
Well, Andrea's children are still quite young, so if you once you get to when your kids are our age, just be prepared to have your heart broken. It's brutal. They're still fun when they're little.
No, but they're still pretty brutal when they're young. I got called a big back tonight by a 5-year-old.
yeah, I've heard that saying a few times.
Wow.
Call your mother a big back one more time.
I always get it because I have this like adverse reaction to like waste. For some reason, it just drives me nuts.
Right.
So my son or daughter will eat like 3/4 of their plate,
Oh.
and then they'll like walk over towards the trash can. I'm like, hey, nope.
That's where this problem
Me
came
too.
from. Because my parents made me clean my plate before I got up to play Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I had to beat 3 other people in order to get the
Oh,
controller first.
Well, hey, yeah, my dad, we went out to eat tonight. We went to, Quinn wanted to go to Roadhouse, but it was like 5:30, so the wait was an hour and a half.
Oh my
So
God.
we went up the hill to Ponderosa. Yeah, I ended up quoting
Oh
my
my
dad.
God.
Like, this meal was $100. You better get me my money's worth.
Ponderosa.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good, but you know how it is.
Our Ponderosa is much better served as an Amazon hub.
Ain't that the
Yeah.
truth?
Yes.
Oof. But yeah, kids will cut you. Sadie's 9, and for Valentine's Day, Allie got me a thing of what is that?
Lube.
No.
Oh. Sorry. Well, you went like that. I don't know.
I know, it's the soap what's the soap that scratches off your skin.
Exfoliating.
Thank
soap.
you. Duh,
Yeah.
exfoliating. And I said, Mommy got me this, Sadie, exfoliating. She said, to fix your pizza butt.
Oh my
I said, hey, I sit on this butt all the time. I work hard.
never heard these.
Is that a condition that many truck drivers suffer from?
I would say it is. If I'm moving somebody, it'd be like a Stridex commercial. Yo.
Oh my gosh.
Andrea, I would like you to tell us a little bit about the alumni basketball game and how
How athletic I still am.
how you all are. Not it wasn't just you, because I do a great impression of that night. But go, I want to hear
Oh my
yours.
Gosh. Okay. So
Are these the infamous earrings?
no, I had big hoops on.
That's right.
She had hoops.
Yeah, I want to be on the record saying I did not want to participate.
Understandable.
However, I'm glad they wanted to do like a 3-point contest, free throw, and at some other contest, and I was not for it because I mean, I'm old and I have I literally the month before just found out that I had a herniated lumbar disc, and I even had some bulging discs.
And you were out there
Ooh.
doing it.
Yeah. So, and I found out this is my excuse. So
That's awesome.
let's go to the story real quick. We decide we're not going to do these contests like they want us to do. And so in between, in halftime, we did a 3-on-2 fast break drill. And I mean, it's fun, real quick drill. And I thought I could still cross over and go to the middle and pull it for a jumper.
Yeah.
Well, I cross over and my left leg does not come with me and I stumble. So that happens. We get back in line and same thing happened again the next time I get the ball, except I hit the floor and roll and earrings come flying off. Crowd is gasping.
Oh no.
They think I probably broke my hip.
Except your teammates.
Yeah, my teammates continued to score, and I think my sister helped pick me up, but
Yeah.
I actually got off the floor pretty quick.
Well,
I'll tell you that.
here's the
But
thing. Allie and all the other mothers there instantly started laughing, but they laughed like this. Because
no one wanted to pee their pants.
that is the absolute truth.
You want to know my real excuse, though?
What happened?
So I do have these bulging herniated disc with nerve impingement.
Yeah.
And so from my left butt cheek down to my left toes, I don't have sensation back there.
Oh my
And so when I
God.
went and saw the neurologist, he checked my reflexes. You know how when they knock on your knee?
Yeah.
So he knocked on my my ankle. I have no Achilles reflex.
What does that even mean then?
Well, when I don't know, I couldn't
Well, I
push
mean,
off. when
what's
I
that mean
wanted
for your
to.
condition?
Nothing. I'm not a favorable candidate for surgery.
Wow.
It doesn't affect me day to day. I just can't feel that.
He said, Lieutenant Dan has more Achilles reflex than this.
But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
I scream, Lieutenant Dan.
I love that movie. I could.
Well, okay. So you graced us with an embarrassing story. I'll give you one.
Yes.
Last year they had it was the DSI basketball game at the Hatchet House,
Okay.
where they put together a team, and like the Red Door people and like the special ed classes and stuff, they get to play. And they get to play against the teachers and the students and stuff like that. It's actually it's a cool thing, and so they had like a half court shooting competition stuff. So I sat up in the stands and I watched this half court shooting competition for like 5 minutes, and nobody. I'm like, oh my god, these guys. I was like, let me show them how it was. So it was like in a movie, I started walking down the steps of the Hatchet House, and there was a song playing in the background. It's slow mo, I'm walking down there. I walk over, I take the ball from one of these youngsters. I'm like, let me show you how it's done. Humphreys was the DJ. So I looked over at Humphreys. I said, hey, put me on a track. So I stepped up to the half court line and I threw the ball, and I don't even think I hit anything. And it was because it had been so long since I shot a basketball. And then I just walked off disgracefully with my head hung between my legs and went back up to the stand. And everybody's like, who's this guy?
Was it My Hero by Foo Fighters?
He did. Yeah. Slow mo.
Oh my, that's good stuff.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. They were like, all the kids, these youngsters were like,
Hey,
like it was embarrassing.
I used to strike out in softball. The last time
Softball.
You are, dude. I'm telling you, I would sit there. It was like Casey at the bat.
I'm the same.
Did you Did you swing 3 feet before the ball got there because you're used to fast pitch?
Pretty much. And I'd always like, damn it.
In our murals, I stepped to the plate and they were like, get back, get back.
Hey, big hitter, big hitter.
Left fielder, get ready. And I literally went up there and swung so hard I spun around.
Like John Crack.
Oh, so embarrassing. So embarrassing. I used to like swinging a tennis racket.
Oh, Bob next door, he pitched to me one time and I swung and missed, and he did this to me. He goes, he said, better than air conditioning. Oh, it's humiliating. Allie was on the team. She could play better than me.
I wish you could go back to and have a video of stuff like this and put that like cartoon screwball sound. You know what I'm saying?
I'd like the one like where they slip the yeah. Goodness gracious, that's funny.
And after you swing and miss, you do like the curly thing where he's like wiping off his face.
Huh? Yeah. Oh man, I don't even know if there's a league now. I don't know if there's a league for any kind of sport that I could participate in. I'm not good enough to bowl. I can't play tennis.
Darts.
People are stupid good at darts.
I know, yes,
Hey,
for sure.
You can play golf.
I'm not good at golf. You know that.
Well, I mean,
Do
nobody's
golf league.
good at anything until they practice.
We're horrible dudes doing golf league.
Who? What's what
The
league?
golf league here in town.
Sam does that, doesn't he?
Yes, Sam does. My brother-in-law does it.
Okay.
AJ does it.
Yeah.
And I heard about AJ.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's say that.
some people go to drive a cart and drink beer. That's you know what I'm saying. So
I do enjoy
it's
just
camaraderie.
being out there,
Yeah.
being out in the nice, well-maintained area. Like that,
yes,
you know?
exactly. Yep. So sometimes it's not about the sport itself. It's just about getting together with friends and having a good time. So, and especially since we are climbing the ladder in age, pretty soon golf will be the only thing we got left, and tennis.
I try to play golf with Al, and she gets on my nerves too bad. Every time she hits it, she goes, "Woo!" really loud.
She's not good at not being good at something.
Thank you. She
Yeah.
pouts and throws a fit. Now, Barry, on the golf course in Montgomery, you know where the 18th hole is, correct?
Yeah.
It's right by the highway.
Yeah.
Every time I drive past there and someone's teeing off, I go on my air horn. I can't tell how many times I've got.
You're that asshole.
I
Hey,
can't
but
help it.
you have your name on the side of your truck, you moron.
Yeah, sure. Believe me, I know.
You're gonna meet one of these guys somewhere sometime. Hey, how you doing, Scott Gilly? Hey, mother.
There was a guy from Memphis at the truck stop not too long ago. There's people sleeping in the fuel aisle. You're not supposed to. And I was like, "Can you believe these guys?" And he had gold teeth. And he comes inside. He goes, "There are 2 people out there trying to get fuel. Me and Galili trucking out there." Yeah, he's right.
For some reason that reminds me of seeing a video here not too long ago of Eddie Murphy doing Tracy Morgan in Jeopardy. Oh my gosh, did you see it? There was a short. I love the voice.
25 what?
No,
50.
50. Yeah.
Yeah, SNL 50. Yeah, it was hilarious.
You're a big SNL fan, aren't you, Andrea?
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you saying at one point it would have been a goal to host, which would have been awesome. Could you
100%.
imagine?
Well, that and the audition process too is I could not imagine because they say like Lauren doesn't laugh, and a lot of the other people sitting at the table like they don't laugh either. So it's like you think you're out there bombing.
Yeah.
For, what, like 4 minutes? That would be a big shot to your ego. Because I do think you get funnier whenever like you're feeding off at an audience.
Oh, of course.
So if you're a big fan, what did you think about Shane Gillis getting snubbed?
Oh, from being on the.
Well, he actually he was a cast member and then got fired.
Yeah, I mean, I
for
think
for a joke that he had done several years prior.
He's Asian.
Well, I mean, I don't think it didn't. I mean, he's doing well now,
Right.
That's the path that God chose for him.
Yeah,
Correct.
they kind of did him a favor,
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
Okay.
There you go.
It was for an Asian joke. I mean, I have to tell one. No, we went to not me and you. This is.
Well, I got a story.
Went out to the Japanese restaurant, and Sadie was telling us before. She said,
a local
Yes.
joke.
Yeah, she says
no.
she was probably about 6 or 7 then, and she looked at me and Allie and she says, "You know what? I really want to try to learn a new language." I said, "Yeah, that'd be great." Just one of those things kids say. The lady comes over and she's like, "You want to drink? You want to drink?"
Bessie.
And I was giving us, and Sadie looks at her as innocent as she can, and she looks at her and looks at us, and she looks at the lady and goes, "I will have water."
real.
Like, and she was like, "I see you have to smoke another language," and I'm just sitting there. Allie's pretty much crawling underneath the table.
Okay. Now you know. You go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Oh, then we went to Indianapolis, me and Barry and my son, to watch. Was it
Bill Burr.
No, not that time. That was Mark Norman.
Was it Mark Norman?
Yeah, Jack went with us to watch Mark Norman.
Yeah, okay, because Bill Burr, we were in the very, 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 very. I left Scott in charge of getting tickets. We were in the very, 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 very last row. It was more like Bill Blur. It was more.
We could hear him.
At that, okay, we went to see Mark Norman. Go ahead.
We were at this. We went to get ice cream, and there was an Asian fellow working it, and got us talking about stuff we've been and seen and all this and that. And I said, "Yeah, Jack, remember when we went to Pearl Harbor, and there was a Asian gentleman who was the tour guide." And Jack looked at me. He was a lot younger than. He's about 10. He goes, "Does this seem inappropriate to you?" And we chuckled about it. And then asshole over here goes into impressions with that guy sitting there serving the ice cream. He's like, "My father was at Pearl Harbor. Worst pirate ever.
Rendered in water.
Didn't even hurt the ship."
So I'm stuck here. Forever. Born here. Worst pirate ever.
Do you have any stories of your children embarrassing you in public?
It's just like the typical, like you go to the bathroom and be like, "Mommy, are you pooping?" No, it's so embarrassing every time.
Caught me.
Like, sure am.
Yeah, you got
Oh
me.
no, Cole actually did something really funny the other night. We went to the Schnitzelbank in Jasper, and now we were eating with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law lives in Georgia, so we only see her like 2 or 3 times a year.
Right.
And so she come up for the week, and we were at the Schnitz eating. And on the way, like I'd passed gas, we'd roll down the window. So like that was a big dramatic ordeal by the children. Like,
Of course.
"Ew, Mommy." So when we get to the restaurant, we're eating dessert, and Colt has a straw, and he's trying to suck up his chocolate syrup, and all you hear is a bunch of air going in through the straw. And I said, "Buddy, slow down sucking on that straw. You're going to get a lot of gas." And he goes, "Like you, Mommy?"
You
I
caught
was
me.
like, "Not in front of the mother-in-law. She doesn't know I fart yet."
Did she get you the coasters?
Yeah, she did.
And what did it say on those coasters?
What's it like? I don't even remember. Like, like I don't fart. I whisper in my panties. And it was all because of that saying that Colt calling me out in the restaurant
Oh,
to being gassy.
that is funny. Well, we are about to hit our time mark here. Andrea, go ahead and plug your TikTok page and all that, or your TikTok, whatever you call it.
Name,
channel.
Yeah,
It's
channel, name,
literally
channel.
Just Andrea Brown 1017 on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Anything else?
Yeah.
Any other ones? Instagram?
my Instagram is aha_A, and then I'm on Facebook, which everybody knows how to find me on Facebook.
Yes. So if you do want any tips on makeup and whatnot, because you do look
Oh, yeah.
fantastic, by the way.
Thank
You
you.
really do a great job.
Thank you.
So
Do you have any deals? You got any fashion deals or makeup deals or anything?
So I do sell from the TikTok shop. And so like if there is like a flash deal on something that I love, I'll try to get on TikTok and try to hurry up and promote it so people can go and buy it and I can get commission.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and plus you can watch you for some tips on what to buy, like for a spouse or something, because I suck at that.
Yeah, I have a really good Amazon storefront too.
Okay. Yeah.
So like if you guys find me on the Amazon storefront page, I have a lot of inspiration for like home decor, clothing, things that I like to buy. I do my nails with products that I've bought from Amazon Prime, not tonight, but but I also have like I don't know, like a subset for gift ideas for guys and gift ideas for girls. So
That's fantastic.
If you need help and
Yep,
inspiration
that's
on
good.
gift giving, so.
That's good.
Yeah, I always disappoint Allie with the gifts I get her. So
Yeah, it's bad because I have to ask my wife to give me a list, and then she knows what she's getting.
Exactly.
That's hard though. 'Cause
Yeah.
At this day and age, like I feel like it's just easy to get online and buy yourself whatever you want.
Exactly.
I know I make it very difficult for my husband.
well, you don't.
She
do you
wanted
not
to-
hint
she-
at all.
Go ahead.
Do you hint at all to him? Or
Oh, I hint a lot. I even make it broad. Like if you're ever looking to get me anything from the Kendra Scott line in this section, or like I'll send him a TikTok or something and wait to not get it.
yeah, I do my best with that stuff.
My wife wanted a Michael Kors purse or whatever, so I got her a Mark Coles purse.
but I do want to shout out Chris. Chris got me this necklace and earring set that I'm wearing, and I love it. And when he hit the nail on the head on these earrings and
Yep.
the necklace.
Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
For our 10-year anniversary, I got Allie a little band for it, and I was going to try to get her a necklace, and I was at the store, and I said, he said, that wouldn't go on there, and I said, well, we got the ring, and you put it up through a chain, and he went,
He didn't like that.
no, he's like, that's pretty trashy, and I was like, I'm glad she wasn't there because she would have been like, oh, I agree. But it's very good. You find you on Amazon. Is just under Andrea Brown under the storefront?
Yes. Yeah.
Because what?
He's like, that's pretty trashy, but
Storefront.
but no, but judging on what you pulled up to the parking lot with, let me box that up for you.
Or my truck. Rusty.
Hey, yeah, could you put it in a different bag? She's in the sleeper cab. I don't want her to see.
You want to hurry it up, fella? I got a hooker decomposing in there. But look for Andrea under Andrea Brown on the Amazon storefront. And like, she gets commissions off stuff. She has great ideas for home decor, makeup, I guess, too. Stuff like that you buy. So if you're a guy like me and you're dumb when it comes to buying anything for your woman, you have a map now. So, Andrea, thank you very much for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and we will catch you next time. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
That reminded me. Do you guys? So your kids still watch YouTube